Hi, my name's Gavin Watson. I'm the industry lead for marketing, creative and retail at Monday.com. I've been in the Martech space for over 20 years and Monday for 2.5 years. Really what Monday's doing in the retail space is we're helping brands and retailers of all shapes and sizes, be that online or be that bricks and mortar and online, go from strategy to execution. You know, a lot of brands, a lot of retailers can have the best strategy in the world, but if it's hard to execute or it can't be executed, it really only is a strategy. Yeah, I think retailers today are facing so many challenges in terms of all the different channels that they have to communicate via. I mean, if you think about a couple of years ago, TikTok was only relatively new. A lot of the retailers we're talking with now, TikTok's a major channel for them. So I think, if you look at all the different channels that retailers are having to operate in from a marketing perspective, there's so many different channels and so much content that they need to be able to manage and keep track of, both from a brand perspective, but also a compliance perspective. Add on top of that, for retailers managing staff and making sure their staff aren't overburdened with work and are able to get on with what they need to do without too much distraction. They're obviously key focuses for brands and retailers today. Yeah, I think really it's about how they brief and how they get the information in. If there's consistent flow of the way that information's coming into the business, be that via a centralised briefing process, then how that's managed, and then really how that's put out to market, and then being able to measure it. This is really a way to get efficiencies in marketing strategies today. So we work with a number of large big box retailers, also with a lot of brands, and really for the big box retailers, there's a number of different things they're working towards, be it optimising what's happening at a store level from their product mix, be that through range reviews, looking at new product development, right down to how they're managing store level staff. A lot of the conversations we've had here today have actually been around things like, there's great HR systems in place, but at a store level, how do you manage something as simple as rostering? Teams at a store level are updating their rostering through WhatsApp, WeChat, all these sorts of programs. But if that's not actually being managed in a centralised place, it's very hard to keep grips as to what's happening with the business. Yeah, I think for Monday.com, it's a balance of all different channels. I mean, in Monday ourselves, we market through a variety of channels. Really for us, it's about being at the right place with the right customer at the right time and making sure the message is consistent. I mean, a lot of what we hear from our end users and our customers is, marketing is really a function of your brand and vice versa. So a lot of what we do at Monday is making sure that our brand is front and center of everything that we do. From a performance marketing perspective, it's really about being able to measure and track. So again, a lot of what we're seeing is that you can have the best processes in place to put together the best content, but then you need to be able to manage that in real time, actually seeing how that's performing to analyse and make sure that what you're doing from a performance perspective is actually getting you the best ROI. That's a really interesting question. I think it actually depends on what the channels are that the retailer operates in. I mean, if you're a pure play online retailer, it's obviously going to be, getting traffic to your online channel, being able to manage and see how they're transacting on your online channel. If it's a combination of bricks and mortar and online, it's actually understanding where your consumers are interacting and being able to give them the right message at the right time, be that online, be that in store, be that through social channels, and making sure that you're relevant both in terms of offer and price. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a number of benefits of being a partner of eTail Asia, but it's really having exposure to a large community of both brands and other vendors and being able to showcase to them, what Monday.com can do within the retail channel.